Hey everybody, CVH here, and in today's video I have some arena highlights for you guys from the Elder Scrolls Legends vs. Arena. More specifically, in today's highlighted games, we attempt to answer the age-old question, how good is a 5-cost 8/8 really? And of course, I am talking about Hulking Fabricant from the Return to Clockwork City expansion, a card that I was very excited about just for its overall level of playability and constructed. Unfortunately, it hasn't seen too much constructed play since the set's release, and I'm going to blame a lot of that on just not too many great new neutral creatures that can slot into existing archetypes. Like, I thought Hulking Fabricant might be great in a deck like Midrange Sorcerer, Midrange Scout that might want to use a neutral package early on, but a lot of the neutrals we got sort of do their own thing and don't really slot into those decks. So unfortunately, Hulking Fabricant really hasn't made the impact that I expected a potential 5 Magicka 8/8 to make in Constructed. That said, Arena is an entirely different format, and in versus Arena, threats are at an all-time low, removals at an all-time low, making those threats even more important when you get your hands on them, and playing an 8/8 amount of stats on turn 4 or 5, depending on whether or not you have the Ring of Magicka, is just absolutely absurd. Or at least, we think it might be, so occasionally we might just take 3 Hulking Fabricants and see what happens, and that's exactly what happened in the highlighted games you're about to see today. Had a pretty fantastic Warrior draft. Since it was Arena, I didn't have the deck list on stream during the time I was actually playing the run, but I'll try to rebuild it in Legends decks and have the deck posted over top of the video so you can get a handle on it. Very happy with the deck. Not only did it have the 3 Hulking Fabricants, but it had a decent amount of neutral cards. Again, the Hulking Fabricants and other Fabricants get their effect even if one of your creatures simply has a neutral item attached to it. And besides the Fabricants, the curve looked good. It was a solid aggressive Arena deck. It even had a Mechanar for a legendary, which was also fun to experiment with throughout the games. And it was just one of those decks that was a joy to play the entire time. A lot of times you get a deck that doesn't seem too powerful and you kind of have to trudge through the run. It just felt good to play every single game. So hopefully you guys enjoy some games and a decent look into whether or not 5-cost 8/8s are actually good in Arena. And if you do enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like and stay subscribed for more Legends content. Follow my stream in the description, and I'll see you next time. If we got crazy neutrals, this is the level of oppressive it could have been. I'm pretty sure I don't keep it with 3 in the deck, though. Pretty solid curve. Supporting you for drafting Constructed and Arena. That's fair.
I'm not here to hurt you, but I will.
Brave meeting. May you walk on warm sands.
There's probably still fine over there. What's it gonna do about it? I might have the enraged Ward Crab this game.
You left me no choice.
Whisper your need to the scales.
2-drop for 2-drop, 3/4 beats a 1/3 by a lot. And then we just go Lion Guard and hope it lives. Built a control source and I win enough games against the big 3 to say that I'm not unfavored against them. Well, that's good. It's just a little bit hard to justify, but I'm sure it's playable. I like the simple sorcerer decks though, mid-range, and also items, which are not simple, but I don't know. There's so many. I mean, I'd like playing control sorcerer too. That's one of the first decks I tried to build when I first got into the game. It's probably reasonable. Oh man, I mean, it was gonna be a Lion Guard turn, but got that coming down the pike, so guess I'll just do this. I'm very sorry that you had to queue against this deck.
Forest is my cloak. Get them!
You left me no choice.
Oof.
Who goes there? I live to serve. I live to serve.
I could just go all phase if I wanted. It's 9 damage instead of 4. I could take a favorable there, but does that even matter? Barely, right? Oh, I could just send that to that. Yeah, that's better, I think.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Don't listen.
Random territorial vipers are not business, so we're just gonna play it over here. Because 8 damage connecting is a lot.
Fortune favor me.
and I wanted to get it done quickly, but I also didn't want to have to edit tons of stuff after I realized that I've overrated or underrated cards. But yeah, I'll be updating it within like the next 24 hours. Oh sure, go for it, Shinara. Is it on Legends Decks? You can just post it, by the way. Sorry, I missed that. Now we don't know if you actually saw the hand. We don't know.
Fortune favor me. Kill them all. By the divine,
my arrow shall fly true.
But I was playing music for like the first 3 hours of the stream.
In shadow.
My apologies. It was the Laserhawk Artist Radio today on Spotify. There's some nice electric jams. I need more 8/8s. I need more 8/8s. That'll be fun next turn.
Stendar, guide my blade.
Above all, discipline.
Any reason Night Talonord over Blood Magic Lord?
The sweeter the victory. Look to the skies.
Seems like a critical choice. That's pretty cool. I expected like less looking like a mid-range sorcerer and more just oh, we could have almost rolled charge. I expected something more just like ramp. So I like this, I think, a little bit more, less all in. Nothing's dying over here, right?
Behold my creation, the perfect life form.
Stendar, guide my blade.
Don't step out of line.
Honestly, not that impressive compared to 5-cost 8/8s. It's really just kind of on par. That moment when young Dragonborn fuses with a dragon. And all is right with the world. Oh, we can totally smack for 5 here.
Don't step out of line. Fire!
Stendar, guide my blade.
This card has lived for an unusually long time.
Well fought.
Gathering some data about Control's playability on ladder. Currently 100% win rate in games against non-ramp decks. Overall win rate 40%. How much ramp is there? Jesus. That seems like way more than there should be.
Fire! Fire! Don't
Player on
step
Fighters
out of
Guilds.
line.
Which means I probably should have attacked with that one first, but it's okay.
Death comes to us all.
Witness my genius.
Mechanar and the Abomination. Last attacks. Got a 2 and a 3. And a 1. Go, Crab, go! What did you make of the blue cards and Clockwork? Honestly, not much good stuff. I mean, like, Excavate's cool, Laneth is cool. Nothing, like, crazy meta-defining, though, in my opinion.
We'll see how they like
That's okay, though.
who fights back.
As someone who loves the color blue, and the cards in it, I think it's still in a pretty reasonable place. Wow.
The spirit
As long
of
as I draw
Isgrim
breath.
was with us.
3 creatures to none in the field lane. Have no fear, Mud Crab is here. Scuttle, 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 scuttle. What? Why is he doing what? I don't even know. This is weird. Do I buff the crab so it doesn't get pinged off so I can make sure I get my hulking Fabricant? I guess I just play these two now. It's still a neutral for this next turn. Wow, this is such a good hand.
Ready to
Don't
join the
believe any
circle.
of
As
them
long as I
alive.
draw breath.
Oh wait, this is a werewolf, I think. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, because it's not actually... Wait, does it count as a werewolf? I think it does. Ah! Feels good, man. Wow. What a beating. Healing Potion sucks in Arena, guys. The card just doesn't have value.
As long as I draw breath.
Ordering. Well, we curved out pretty hard, man. This is a lot of stats for turn 5 in Arena. And Constructed. It's just a lot of stats. Sometimes I get offered 3 trash cards and Healing Potions the least trash. Even then, like the second one. Because there were 2. And also, I don't think I would have played them early, because if you're looking for more cards, you could have, like, taken a little bit of damage, tried to get some prophecies going on. But yeah, he's pretty dead to my hulking Fabricant. And everything else. But we're smacking with the Fab. This Chorus Reaper looking thing. Crab won the game. Crab was just dealing some damage the entire time. Yeah, he will be remembered. Six and 3? Come on, man. This one is actually starting off well. The last one, or the last 2 went like 0-1, and then 0-1 was the start for the first one before it went 7-2. The next one started off 2-2 in the first 4 games. Then I had to win 5 in a row. Like 2-0, lost 2, then won another 5. This one is actually just looking like a good run, through and through. No worries. Doing what we like to do.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Time to take the offensive.
Okay. Guess we can just go Warden for the curve consideration.
As long as I draw breath.
We don't really have many guards in the deck, though. I don't even know if we have another one, honestly. Because we already drew this. We already drew the Protector. Drawn a blank.
Khajiit is a 5-clawed killer.
But just because I can go double 2 this turn, you know?
The longer the odds, the sweeter.
Don't step out of line.
If I didn't draw the Vanguard, I probably would have just played Templar there. But I can just use Dragon Tail and Vanguard to trade in.
Time to finish this. Time to finish this.
Oh, good luck, Bringer Storms. I can just trade them both in if I want. Once I had a 7-2 arena on Arena rank 1, and the guy I defeated last added me after the game. He was just rank 5 in Arena. Oh yeah, yeah. It should be taking into consideration just like win rate. How many wins he has so far?
Your coin or your life.
Ah, bummer. Really? Okay.
The Nords must take back.
I will try to trade in the sphere to save the 2/4 because it's slightly higher value, but not before getting my Fabricant value next turn. I don't get the trade I wanted, but I get the 8/8 I wanted. Ooh. Awkward. Been playing a month now and I'm stuck on the ladder, getting screwed by token spell swords. What's the best counter to them? Seriously, I face them about 75% of the time. Really?
It would appear that
You're not gonna like this, but token spell swords widely regarded to be like the worst of the token decks right now, because token mage, crusader, and monk all see more play and are better. Because I mean, all the token decks typically look kind of the same. They just play a bunch of yellow cards and splash another color. But yeah, just like if you're playing another aggro deck, tokens are probably favored against you, just because they go wide on the board really quickly, and you can't efficiently remove everything, and racing them is pretty hard. Because they'll just have so many things to trade with easily. So, I mean, that could just be a matchup thing, but control decks are typically pretty good against Token Spell Sword. Like Redbeard said, cards like Ice Storm are pretty amazing. Yeah, if you're playing Ram Scout or another aggro deck, can be a problem. But, you know, if you're playing Ram Scout, make sure you're playing Drain Vitalities, if you're playing Control Mage, or, you know, maybe Tekken Ice Storm if you're playing a deck. Play a cheap Battle Mage. Yeah, if it's aggressive, maybe the Prophecy heavy version's better, because they typically do attack pretty quickly. So maybe try the Prophecy version out, see if that's good. Well, I did kind of just lose that lane. And Token Spell Sword has like Spell Sword. Wiki Spell Sword's good, but that's kind of it. Bone Colossus is just a little too slow for the archetype, but I guess if you're gonna play a slower token deck, the Bone Colossus is the way. That is good here. That is really good here. A Dope Lunchable coming back with the resub. Thank you very much, Dope Lunchable. Welcome back to the Polka Pack. Thank you for 2 months in a row of support. Let's throw some love and hype in the chat for the dopest of Lunchables. Uh-oh. Thank you very much, Dope Lunchable. And Armadeus coming in with 9 months in a row. Dude, thank you very much, Armadeus. Welcome back to the Polka Pack. Let's throw some love in the chat for Armadeus. 9 months of support. Just gonna go double 4. Might need the life gain next turn. Might kill him next turn, who knows. I might need to change that resub text from yellow because it's kinda hard to read. Alright. Still barely have lethal on board. Seems good. So much emote spammage. Okay. Back order got kind of punished there. Spell Sword does have Siege Catapult if you want to go for that route. And it's a powerful card. Too off of lethal, but I have some pretty decent plays.
Behold my creation, the perfect life form. Kill them all. We obey.
Oh, see you, Shadow Agent. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good ride home, or drive, or whatever it is.
My arrows shall fly true. Sword hand
Carry
pitches.
the badass with all the O-boys. That one might get rotated out, that emote. I'm gonna see if Bucky can make like a Polka Christmas emote just to use for like the next couple weeks leading up to Christmas. Like a Santa hat on Polka or something.
Chaos take you.
Can you please help me?
We did it!
The day is yours.
4-0! Oh, you lost mains? I'm sorry. Hopefully the pressure didn't get to you. Hopefully it was just a legit loss. Still, 6 and 3, totally reasonable. Oh, he's gonna be a pit lion, I guess. Oh, which rank is that? You can't say it's time and not follow it up with it's time to duel. Yeah, all of that good stuff.
I'm ready to join the circle.
I will prepare something special for them.
For me. Okay.
The spirit of his glamour goes with us.
Favorable trade is fine.
Dance in the flames.
Dinner is served.
That was not a great scimitar, honestly. I am okay with that.
Who's causing trouble?
And hey, if the sweet roll lives, hulking Fabricant! Don't kill the sweet roll, man. Just go face.
They'll move along if they don't want trouble.
Or just not attack at all. That's weird. Sweet roll! So good. So good, excuse me. Can never disrespect a sweet roll leading into hulking
If it wasn't
Fabricant turn, I
valuable,
guess.
They wouldn't lock it up. I did warn them.
Still think we're on a bit of trade detail for just a little bit longer.
All outside me. Who goes there? Arcane Beard. This state will be mine.
I live to serve.
Oh yeah, Emmerich is great and should be played in every single sorcerer deck forever. All you gotta do is check out some sorcerer decks to see that. Every single sorcerer deck plays it. Just really good.
Stand ready.
Wow. This is a huge turn.
The longer the odds, the sweeter.
Found you.
Kill them all.
Moloch guide me. Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Aw.
We'll see how they
Aw.
like someone who fights back.
Kill them all.
Still not a bad turn. Hit 2 prophecies, still looking like we're in a pretty good position.
I will prepare something special for them.
Leave nothing. As long as I draw a breath.
My arrows shall fly true.
There's one sorcerer archetype that doesn't use Emmerich, it's called Budget. Yeah, but besides
Let none defile our temple.
in theory it should probably just always be there.
Too late for you.
Moloch guide me.
Come on, there we go. For a second I thought we had a prophecy. The 8/8's attack.